find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, today is July 15, 2020, and it's 4:44 a.m. I just did this prayer for video number 1. Let's go back on Twitter.
So we shall do what women do. We shall talk.
So let's continue. What else is happening on Twitter while I was going? Alright, that's July 11. Cracking spot on observation throughout the piece. What is that? David Allen Greer. Okay, this England team aren't playing for the Tories version of the country. Andrew. Okay, this England. Okay, Boris Johnson desperate to steal himself a slice of their victory, but embracing this diverse and harmonious squad authentically is impossible for the party. Alright, so they want the winner, but they I see what they're saying here. I'm not gonna read the article, but you could see where he's going with that. Alright, but the diversity within that team, you know, they don't like it, but they want the glory of it, of them winning for the UK. I mean, remember how I've said in other tweets where you know, sometimes you work so hard for something, just when you think you're gonna get it, you're at your fingertip, and then someone just snatch it away from you. That's what happened to the UK, you know, for people to see what's really going on. All right, so this one is a very powerful thing here. All right, borrowed, stolen from elsewhere, ever believe it to be correct and seems relevant, giving the point made in this piece. All right, so someone put this up. These are the players here. England without immigration. All right, so these are the players from other countries, and you only have 1, 2, 3. Okay, Sean Stone, was it Pickford? All right, so there they are. That was very powerful. Okay, why can the English team just be playing football for football's sake and wanting to be the best? Why does everyone need to throw a layer of politics over the whole thing? Because they're making it be. That's what the players, they just want to play, but politicians are making it be more than just a football. The players wants to play, but politician is making it more than just a game. Jeez, where's that? What the hell? This guy is a freaking going after the person's leg. All right, let's see. Why? Okay, that's what I just read. Okay, that's the culture war for you. Everyone divided into tribes, then encouraged to hate the other tribe, whilst the true alert pulls strings and want the country get on with doing what they want to do unchallenged. That's why they want to stir, all right, division and all of that. If you see the thing that's going on, I don't know if I bookmark it. There's something that just went on in the UK this week. Could have been, yeah, this week. That was in the books already, and then they just amended it. I mean, you guys are paying, they're taking your right away from you. You don't even know. But the same way they could take it away, if you guys put your head together and put the right people in place, they could put it back. But remember how I said it's easy to destroy than to build. All right, them destroying, they have no problem with it. All right, that's that. Let's see here. Let me see what's the comment. Okay, there's a lot of truth in what you said. Don't you think the British FBPE is part of that you're falling for? Okay, I don't think I've fallen for anything. I've researched, checked, made decision. I have come to the conclusion that the EU is not perfect, but in my judgment, it provides far more benefits than living comforts. Okay, I see significant benefit in completing over cooperation. And the thing is that with the people who voted for the British now, they didn't listen to the expert. A lot of experts had given them all the warnings that will happen if they get out of the EU. But that's not what they want to hear. All right? They want to hear people saying, oh, how good they are, how perfect they are, and all of that. But now reality is striking, and then, nah, it's not what it is. All right? If you had listened to the expert, you know, the problem that you are in, you will not be in it. You know, as a country, that is. All right? Okay, you join in the divisiveness that you yourself criticize as being a product of the elite. Elites like a big bank and multinationalism, the EU and cheap labor from East European benefit capital and skilled labor, but not the working class. Read about Stopper, Samuels to see. Okay, when the Prime Minister tried to hijack the football today, remember this. This is as deep as his understanding of the game goes of every way. What in the name? He could have injured. I wonder how this guy had. He could have injured him and could never play again. What in the name is this guy? Is that soccer or rugby? What in the name? He's a freaking idiot. Alright, don't forget this beauty. With a child. Oh my God, a child. Stupid. Oh my God. Okay, if England do win tonight, expect Johnson to somehow try desperately to spin it into a triumph for British and or his world-leading vaccination program. You see, these are the things that people were starting to see. All right. And the guy was like, nah, let's just show how ignorant you are. And some of the things that I was seeing, that I made sure not to bookmark it. You see the English people, a guy naked, dancing, literally naked. I even retweeted it, but I there's no way I'm gonna share it because YouTube will definitely black the video. But my goodness, the things that you were seeing, and I saw some tweets where people were saying that they were literally beating, foreigners. What kind of nonsense is this? Okay, that's the thing I just read. Let us all at this crucial moment remember that they create this out of the GIF here. Okay, everything about Boris in it. Just button it for a couple of hours and watch the match under Windrush. And if you can bring yourself to cheer for England, there's a good lad. Okay, everyone. That's what everyone was thinking. All right, that's how because the pattern of things, people see what was gonna come. That's the thing here. You know what? Let me leave this alone. All right, let's go to that one. All right, so that was a little bit politics. Okay, say thank you to the people trying to bring you down. They are admitting they're below you. I thought that was a very good quote here. All right, envy is the tax which all distinction must pay. Look at everywhere they go, kids want to. It's almost like Obama's. Okay, wherever they go, kids just want to hug. I mean, kids have a sense. They have that little extra radar. That radar to sense people. Look at this, just a hug. Look at this little girl, position power. Look at that little girl. Don't even want to be. She look like she's afraid. That sense that those kids have, it's unbelievable. And look at that little boy. And look at that little girl, just amazed. Okay, class. That's it for this difference between popularity and influence. We're going to move on to the limitation of position power that makes reference power so desirable, aka why William and Kate envy Harry and Meghan. Yeah, kids have a sense when they with people. My goodness, that's a very well telling. Even in that thing where you see when they went to, I think, Ireland or Scotland or something like that, they told them not to go, but they went anyway, and they have those kids outside to greet them. You see the kids weren't too happy. Chris, a little girl in the bottom right and corner, looks concerned for her life. I even saw that too. That one. Yeah, I saw it on this one. I was like, look at her. She looks... Yeah, that's the same one. I know it's the same one. Alright, let's see. Trying to versus effortless. Okay, that's our dear by tweet. Spot on always. Okay, share 15. So true. Alright. Next tweet. Alright, the Derangers are claiming that the smart Duchess has had work done on the gorgeous face. Well, this pic of young Meghan will have them eating their biles. My goodness. Who would have thought? Two different life. This is how I have to say that I think Princess Diana had to, make that match happen. Completely different lifestyle, completely different continent, but yet they find each other. Can you imagine this? This has to be Diana's work. There's no way. There's absolutely no way to have one friend who is friend with both of them to make that connection. Okay, one friend. It takes only one. Okay, just one to make that connection, and for Meghan to go and save him out of there. This has to be, because Princess Diana was like, I've been through it, through the physical world on Earth. I can't let my baby son go through that. He's in pain. Throughout his teenage years, he was in full pain since his mom passed away. Because there was no guidance. Everybody's head was on the same level. They didn't know to pick their head up. Even though, okay, as a young man, without the guidance of his mom, who was the voice of reasoning over there, without that, and he was able to poke his head up above everybody to say, this is not right. But the force was so strong, keep on pulling him back down. That's the thing here. The force was so strong because everyone around him were at the same level, but he saw something different, but he just couldn't get out of it until he find Megan. Okay, that one person to make that connection, and then said, that's it. And then speed up the process. I've said it already. Speed up the process and said, nah. And that's where Princess Diana got in his head and said, baby boy, this is your chance. This is your chance. Do what you have to do and just do it. And this is why he said the stars were aligned. I mean, I don't know. I may be talking crazy, but it has to be. There's no way. The divine intervention has to be the connection for these two. All right, let's see. Let me read some. Okay, I've heard a plastic surgeon look at her face and said the only thing they see as a possibility is a nose job. Megan is gorgeous. A nose job isn't going to make her ugly. So person gorgeous. They may as well accept the fact and move on. What? It's still the same to me. It's still the same to me. I don't know. That you could see Archie has her nose too. So if this was a nose job, how could Archie inherited from her? And I'm seeing the same thing. Everybody said it. When they see Archie, they say, oh, that's Megan's nose. And I'm seeing it here too. Look at the bottom part here. Same thing. Same thing. I don't know. Okay, they got nothing on her, so they'll invent something. That's how sad they really are. I hate when they try to diminish her accomplishment or beauty. I mean, we all know they just don't have it. I mean, a lot of things I be seeing on Twitter where they're saying, what is it? Like Megan is a gold digger or something like that. Oh, the squad usually go full blast on them on that. They better not bring this part about gold digging, because the gold digger is right in front of them, but they don't want to see it. Okay, meaning the coat hanger. But she's clearly more intelligent than they are also. Did she have work done on her brain as well? That's a good one. They all know that Harry's wife is far superior than any of them. They just surprised that he fell for someone so intelligent, which I find strange because according to what I've read, his ex Chelsea is also very intelligent. Okay, I don't know that much about her. Alright, so I don't like to go about the ex. Sometimes I bring little hint here and there, but I try to hold myself because it may not apply to her just in general, just my stupidity talking. So I try not to go on the X in the X bound because you know, everybody have moved on. Okay, they kept mentioning her had a nose job. I saw a plastic surgeon on TikTok saying it, but looking at her picture from a girl to a woman, her nose look exactly the same. That's what I'm saying here. Her nose look exactly the same. I don't know what they're seeing here. It's almost like those body experts you're seeing on YouTube too. I tell you, I think I did a pretty good job with my body expert. Body language expert thing on 2 videos. I think I did pretty good in it. Okay, is that their way of admitting she look amazing? That's probably that. Okay, you know, haters really fans who just happen to be jealous of you. Okay, she got her teeth fixed. What? That's what we American do. Okay, and they as the British show all follow our example. North American have regular checkup and get our teeth fixed when young. It helps when you're adult. Okay, I heard that she was wearing her extension to look like a torso. What? Extension to look like torso? What in the name? What is that? I'm also opinion that if they can find anything wrong with Megan, they will create it and spread it like wildfire. Yep. Okay. After pursuing many pictures, I believe she did have a nose job. The bridge of her nose is narrow. Something is different. It's a smashing success. Whatever they did, common practice in Hollywood for decades. So what? She looks and good and great, and she looks good and looks great. Good for her. Go Megan. All right. I don't see that. All right. Bye hater. You tried it. Black the troll. Okay, I don't see what she posted as hate. She then slammed Megan. She said she looks good and doesn't give a damn if they did have a nose job. Let's move on. Okay, this is why sometimes the reading comprehension come into play. I didn't think the one before that, I think, said something. But anyway, let me move on. Okay, as a microbiologist, I'm just letting you know you should always flush. Oh, this is so stupid. I'm not even, I did go through it. This is supposed to be like a funny part, but I'm gonna skip it. Okay, next week. What the F? The clowns are pathetic. Go focus on others. Oh my god, this is too much to read. Okay, I'll just read the one that I could see. Okay, Meghan and Harry face tough choices. Tough choice over Elizabeth's christening, says royal expert. What tough choice? I think I respond to that. What tough choice? There's no tough choice. Okay, they just have to do what they wanted to do. And that's it. Tough choice for who? Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle face a tough choice about whether to release photos of their baby after her christening. What tough choice? They don't have to do shit. Okay, if it's tough, all they have to say is, okay, I'm not gonna show at all. There's no tough choice. As far as I'm concerned, the baby probably already christened. Alright? Because for me, when I christen my kids, I like to do it when they're baby, not when they're like a teenager. Some people wait until that time. No, I do it while they're a baby. As far as I'm concerned, the baby probably already christened. Okay? Tough choice. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle face a tough choice about whether to release photos of their baby after her christening, a royal expert said. There we go. That should give you an idea. Royal expert. Okay, what is that? Daniela Estler, I can't see it properly, who is a royal writer at news.com Australia, says the christening of 5 weeks old Elizabeth Diana Mountbatten Windsor raises question about the Duke and Duchess. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this because this is so stupid. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex role in public eyes. Nah, she's not a working royal. When she was a working royal, it was expected of her. Okay, I don't even think they were even paying her. Alright, it was expected of her because of the taxpayers. Now, she is a private citizen. She don't owe anybody a damn thing. Okay? So, these people are freaking crazy. I'm sorry, I'm laughing for those who find it annoying, but I just can't help this stupidity here that I'm laughing at. Alright? Unlike their 2-year-old son, Archie, no photos of baby Elizabeth have been released to the public. Alright, so it's not a big deal for them because they don't want to show you because they don't want to show you. Okay, this is despite the child being 8th in line to the throne and taking her name from her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth childhood nickname. So what? So what? What was that supposed to mean? Now I want to read more stupidity. Okay, writing in news.com Australia, Miss Elser said, quote, while they might desperately want to be able to offer their daughter a level of privacy that Harry was never allowed to enjoy growing up in the royal fishbowl, the hard truth is that they do still occupy a strange, what was that, nobilious place between public figures and private citizens. Nah, they owe nobody nothing. They owe nobody nothing. Quote, which is they just want to create a article, so they try writing nonsense. Okay, which is why that's a quote here. Which is why some sort of shot of Lily, was it a toe, a finger, one tiny hand holding even a tinier hand does not seem out of the question. What in the name did I just read? What the F is this? So they could put anybody's toes and whatever out there for you to. There's a little bit for you. You show a finger toe, a fingernail or something like that. Okay, she noted the row over Meghan and Harry refusing to name Archie's godparents after he was christened while they were still senior and full-time royals. Miss Ellis wrote, and hindsight, the handling of Archie's christening was a turning point for the couple, and you can draw a straight line from that, was it force, I can't read that word, to Megxit. Megxit is the word used by some of describe Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from their, okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading like a freaking 3-year-old because this thing is very small. Okay, their royals duty and move to the United States last year. Miss Esther said this means Lilibet christening has the potential to improve or further damage Harry's relationship with the royal family. Okay, everybody was backstabbing him over there, so he owed nobody anything except his family, the safety and protection that they need away from them. Okay, she continued. I don't know what these people think. It's like Harry and Meghan were supposed to take the abuse and then like a punching bag, and while the others run wild. What the F is these people thinking? Okay, she continues, however, if the Sussexes decide to hold a ceremony, in California, thus precluding the Queens, who no longer travels internationally, from attending, it will be seen as nothing less than a clear rejection to the royal. Oh, please, please. What is it? There's Zoom. People could point a camera during the christening. The people that matter. Who? The Queen. Because that's the only person that I believe he still speaks to. Alright? His father wasn't even pick up the phone when he needed him the most. So only the Queen. Alright? Prince Philip is gone. So Prince Philip will be already there and present. Okay, so I don't know what these people are talking about. There is also a third option here. Oh, thank God Meghan don't read those BS. They said they're not on social media. This is pure BS. They want to control their lives. My God. Okay, there is also a third option here. They decide to skip a baptism entirely. If you are you know what? If you're a Christian, you do as you please. My goodness, to skip it entirely. Why? To please other people because the others cannot attend? Guess what? You know who could attend? Exactly the people who's in that picture. Exactly those people who's in that picture. Okay? They were there at the Diana unveil. They could be there. Alright? That's all matters. And the Queen could be there via video. Alright? But again, this too will be read as deeply disrespectful to the Majesty, giving she is after all the head of the Church of England. Guess what? If I was Meghan, I'll turn back to my church. Okay, because this kind of thing is full of, you got people who's doing all of these nonsense. Shouldn't I be part of the head of the church? That should tell you what goes on with religion. Yeah, you get pedophiles, shielding pedophile, stealing, and all of this. Okay, Miss Elsa wrote that the Sussexes face a similar problem with choosing Lily's godparent. What in the name is wrong with these people? They all into Harry and Meghan's business. As far as I'm concerned, this child already, Lilibet already have a godparent already. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, the Lilibet already christening already. Okay, you could go on and create your nonsense. Alright, thank God there's a screenshot because there's no way I was gonna click on this for me to give you that click because it's full of BS. Alright, she said if they were to choose, cadre of A-list names, what makes you think they want to? Maybe it's you know what? Let me just. Okay, rumors, news of which will be bound to seep out in the press. Then it will look like they are wholly throwing their lot in with their new Hollywood. Oh my God, besties, family, and lifelong friends back in the UK. Be damned. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading so weird. On the other hand, opting to, I can't read that word, a few careful chosen cousins are all eaten. Oh my God. All right, this is enough. Okay, who they should choose, everybody else, but who they want to choose for their kids. These people are so crazy. The same people who have been abusing me when want to see me serve my child on a silver platter. Megan. My goodness, there's Foley comment here. This took me forever to read because I can't even see the words. Okay, desperate cries, quote, which is why some sort of shot of Lily, a toe, a finger, that's the thing that got me. A finger, one tiny hand holding even a tinier hand does not seem out of the question. Oh, weren't these people, weren't the same people who were up and arm over Archie's food photo? Oh, they can't pretend with the model Teehee. Okay, this is nothing but bait for them to release something. And why does the Mirror still contact them for comment? Do they not understand meaning of zero engagement? Alright, this article is such a crap. This report had a lot of nerve trying to orchestrate their lives. This is what I'm saying. Now they want to see Lily and arrange her christening godparents. Sounds like another threat to me. Show us Lily or we'll print more negative stories like they've been doing all along. Get out of here with that. Alright, after this, that's said. Okay, they didn't release the name is godparents, so meaning Archie's godparents, so this is no different. And since they are private citizens, they're not required. See, that's what I was saying. They're not required to parade their children for us. The desperate must be short on cash, making on crap. Hope Harry and Meghan hide Archie and Lilibet from the public, especially UK, for years. Okay, the other are worthless in terms of clicks to them. Okay, meaning the other royals. Okay, like Meghan said, the same media abusing her with 25 negative articles daily want them to share a picture of their newborn, the newborn who they abuse for days over being named after her great-grandmother. The threat is more negative article. Well, that's better without a picture. Why can't these people mind their own bloody business and focus on public funding members of the royal family? Harry and Meghan owe them nothing. Same applied to Archie. Christening, Queenie could even be bothered to attend his or Louis. Alright, that's more thing. People who knows more than me. Alright, so that's that. Let's move on to the next one. Again, there's more about the football. Maybe I'll put this in the previous video. Black footballers carry the team. White captain lead the papers. Aboriginal tennis players win Wimbledon. White Duchess of Cambridge lead the papers. Notice the theme? Alright, let's see. Even a racist in America, biracial person of color athlete get their flowers. Okay, black indigenous people of color. Okay, black indigenous people of color. So true and so blatant. I just learned that Buddy's mom is an English immigrant to Australia, and still that isn't enough to at least fake support. That's the thing here. They were cheering for the other player. Okay, that's all that was required. Performative fake hypocrisy. Even that was too much to display on Saturday at the Royal Backs at Wimbledon. Let's see here. There's that. I think this person tweeted out when I first saw. Plus they lie and say she was cheering for Body. Her and William were actually cheering on the Czech opponent. Yep, we see it all. Quite right. Interesting. Okay, it seems more important to keep the believers docile and focus on them with future concert. Body is an inspiration and have been upping her game for the bigger championship. Mumbles only want the tiaras. Mission accomplished. Headlines. Breaking news. Right, they're so obvious and they're reporting now. It's so sickening. They couldn't care less anymore, yet will be protesting if someone said racism. Racism never seems to negatively impact their business model. I wish it did. So nicely said. Let's hope people get it. Okay, it's the usual theme. Alright, so that's the thing that's going on here. Next tweet, what is that? Next week, British royal family are going to be arranging a trip to Australia. That's the prediction. Or inviting Ashbody to KP for one of those OBE medals they give out to show they are not racist. Alright, let's see here. Yep, I can see them doing this and hope they do. And she said no thanks. Alright, I hope so as well. Australians or Med have been showing them clapping for the other player throughout the championship, and she turns around and asks what time it is now in Australia's. Damn, that's the second time I'm seeing that. What? She went and asked what time it is in Australia. My goodness. You knew who was in the final before you left home. Okay, your people couldn't give you one thing. You couldn't Google to learn one freaking thing about both players, so you could have something semi-intelligent. Lazy. In other words, she didn't even bother. My goodness. What is she so occupied with that she can really, know what really going on? Something else is keeping her occupied. Okay, you have been to the country, and I am sure even if you dance upstairs, you can Google that yourself. You had time to do so when sitting there once you saw who was winning the thing of something to talk about. Can't help you anymore. I am tired. Alright, okay, let's move on. Alright, I'm starting to get tired already. So these are some of the things that the squad was showing. There's the Cambridges, and then they overlap it with Megan laughing. The team lost. And they have a tweet where they're saying that William is blaming what's her name? My God, coat hanger Kate for what is it? Something. What is it? What's that boy name? What's his name? Him. The boy. What's his name? George. Okay. George wanted to wear the uniform, whatever the outfit for the team, but Kate supposedly did not want him to wear that. Okay. They blaming on him. They blame him wearing a suit and tie on the mother. My goodness, I can't even remember the name. Oh my God. Alright, let's see here. Okay, Megan, one of us. This is how they could easily get them. They just taunt them with something that they know they can, that will piss them off. Okay, so you guys bet. I so love this. This is my new phrase today. I so love this. Alright, let's see. I'm saving this. I would have the pic that said Megan is one of us on top of it. So in other words, is this one. That one, I would have put it on top of that as well. That's what I was meaning. Use this, overlap it on top of this one. What you have Megan and them, you overlap it a little bit. All you have to do is reduce the transparency. Alright, next tweet. There's this. Megan is one of us. Alright, so the squad were retweeting it. No, they did not. OMG, haha. They are savage. Okay, yes, the world saw what happened. Yes, Megan is one of us. Alright, that's another language. Yes, Italy. Okay, clapping. I believe Hugo's channel was talking about this, where they describe put pictures of Megan's outfit to the Italian flag. Green, white, and red. Alright. Yes, baby. Man, she was killing it that night with her clothes matching Harry's and all of that. Okay, that's that. Is this for real? Yes, we're done. Well done, Italy. Alright, one of us. Yes, it's not hard to understand. Megan, one of us. Okay, Megan visiting Malta and tracing her route. Circa 2015. The other day I was thinking about, I couldn't think of the country that she went. So it's Malta. That picture looks nice. Alright. Okay, I'm done. So the squad were just laughing, enjoying it. Alright, there's this again. There's the squad. I'm telling you, when the squad... Okay, this is what England gets for treating Meghan Markle like shit. Look at that. Oh, the squad. They always find the mood. Bam. Let's see if there's a music. Yeah, there's a music, so I'm gonna be black. Alright. No, it's not. Okay, not all England did her wrong. My black brothers played. England had black people in it. black people support Harry and Meghan, black boys play an England team. When people generalize this way, you heard us too. Well, when you look at from the outside, all right, from the outside, I understand what she's saying exactly. I truly understand it. But from the outside, knowing how, because I used to think none of you were speaking out for her. I've mentioned it in video 1 too. So from the outside, okay, someone who's never been in the UK, just looking at the headline, just in general, all right, when you look at it, when you generalize somebody, you sort of put them under the umbrella of the country it's as a whole. So I don't think individually people outside of the country was attacking any black players at all, or black people in the UK at all. It's just generalization. From my understanding, I could be wrong, and that's how I see it too. Not individually, all right, but as a whole. Because can you imagine if they had won this, and you have seen prior to leading to the final, when UK won a match, all right, the players, I believe there was one match, or is it the semi-final, there were 2 goals that was made by the England, and they only show the white player on the front page. All right, so when you're looking at this from the outside, the squad from the outside, you don't want England to win. You really don't want England to win as a country, because the way the tabloid carried out, and they love to, especially if they won, they love to rub it in. So when you look at it from an outside perspective, you could see why they don't want England to win. But individually, as you know, black person, you know, I would love for Marcus Rashford, I mentioned him on my videos a couple of times, Marcus you know, to win. But you know, it just didn't go as accordingly. And look how they, you know, they treated him. All right, and he put out a statement, I believe. I think I bookmark it. All right, so let me move on. So I don't want to go into that. I sort of discussed it in video 1. All right, so there's more. Congratulations, Italy. A loss for England is a win for everyone. All right, so this is it. England, for England, not individually and stuff like that. And look what happened at the end of the game. Did you guys see what happened? Okay. There's more stuff coming out. Okay, so close. While the game at England has still done this country very proud. Incredible night at football. Look at this. He closed his comment still. Okay, imagine supporting a country that did Meghan Markle so dirty. All right, let's read this one. It's our country, and there's the same one. We have a black players too. Yes, I feel them missing the penalty, because they will be the one they will be blaming for this. They see, that's the thing here. All right, let's see here. That's why my greatest fear, I didn't want it to be any of the black players, because I know what will come next. What is it? I think, from what I could be wrong, I think they were beating black people in the UK after this thing. And then another thing that I saw on Twitter is that during football matches like that, there's usually a lot of abuse, you know, from their partner, their wives, and stuff like that. So there was a thing that was going on. Okay, I live here too. Okay, we're not all bad. She's the lucky one who escaped. Spare a thought. All right, let's see here. Yes, because Southgate's England team are to blame. Bet you fun at parties. Okay, we live here. We are Meghan supporters, but wanted England to win. I mean, that's very understandable. I mean, if this is your country, you have to vote for it. And this is the thing that sort of pissed some of the what is it with the, how do you call this, with the tennis part. All right, you are head of the Commonwealth, you should be rooting for these people, but no, they were rooting for somebody else. My goodness. But I could understand these squaddies who were rooting, obviously, yeah, they have to root for their team, and if they're not, then something is not right up there. Imagine support. Okay, I just read this. Okay, This is why we take the knee, praying for a better future worthy of the values, beauty, and respect exemplified by every single England players. Okay, let's see. Just saw this on Snapchat. Stay safe tomorrow, guys. Okay, this is the thing here. My goodness. All right, these have lost us the Euro. My goodness, 5 points. Why is it spit at a okay, I don't even need to read that. Okay, they dragged this lad like a runaway slave. My goodness. You see, this is why. Okay, this is why this thing, it has to go that way to show the world this is what's going on over there. All right, the masks are off. This is what they didn't even bother. Oh my God. Okay, during the game for the whole nation. It's the same person who's tweeting it. So you're telling me, what about the other players? Okay, let's put it that way, because if the other ones were able to score, who's the goalie? I didn't even follow. Who's the goalie for the UK? Then he ruined it too. Okay, let me look it up. Okay, let's see here. Goalkeeper for the UK team. Who is that? Okay, I'm seeing all white here. Let's see here. Okay, England goalkeeper. That's what I want to. No, not 2021. Goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Who is Jordan Pickford? Alright, let me copy this. Goalkeeper is 2020, not 2021. Okay, so same person. So who is this person? Okay, so should you blame him also for letting the other team score a goal? So it's as much as his fault as the other ones are saying the other ones, the three whatever, the other ones, the other UK team didn't score. So it's his fault too. So if you guys going that way, I must blame him, because he let us the ball score from the other team. Let's see here. Image, goalkeeper. Let's see, Euro 2020 final. Let's put score. I may not see anything. Jordan has been England unsung hero for Euro 20. Okay, so they're calling him a hero even though they didn't win the championship, but the other one, they're blaming the other one. Alright, why Jordan won't win Euro 20? Okay, glove. Okay, Euro 20, he wanted to be the hero. Alright, so they wanted to give him that, but Italy extend England misery win shootout to claim Euro. Alright. So I believe it's as much as his fault as the others. Okay, it's a team sport, but they're blaming them. Okay, 3 black players fell in the penalty shootout, which England lost 3-2 against Italy. I mean, I don't know. Let me get the hell out of this. Let's see some of this here. Okay, these are the horrifying, truly horrifying. However, I disagree that taking the knee will stop it. Okay. Alright, so I don't want to. Alright, let me get out of this. Too much football. What else? Okay, there's more football. Okay, I remember when Harry and Meghan announced they were stepping back, turned on any morning show in the UK, and someone was blaming Meghan for making England look racist. I mean, if the treatment of Rashford, Saka, and Soko are any indication, I think Meghan is and always was right. Alright, so they were going at it after the game. Exactly, which is why I don't care about Italy, but hoping T Island lost. Alright, let's see here. This woman writing a book about how Meghan appropriating blackness once wrote an article about how the UK is not racist. Who is this? Let's see here. Jean Gasho. Who is that? Why I'm writing a book on Meghan's racial appropriation of black women. Why am I writing a book? Okay, I don't know. People want. Let's move on. Okay, let's see here. People even wanted her to get on air and say it wasn't racist, like we don't have an eye of our own. Okay, I don't agree with her on most things she had to say, but on this racism thing, she's absolutely right. Okay, I don't know what you say. All right. What is it? Dear black people, sorry, but Britain is not a racist country. So that's her who wrote that. Okay, so what are we seeing now? All those headline. What did she said that you didn't agree with? If you don't mind me asking. Let's see here. That's good to know. Well, that's a whole different conversation. But there were disparities and her revelation compared to what the royal family said happened. Gossip isn't my thing, and I've moved on from the topic and made up my mind from it. But I believe she exaggerates some things. Okay, an example, please. Okay, let me move on. Oh my God, okay, I bookmarked too much of this. What else is going on? 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, bang on from Jean. Was it Jean? Neve to high-ranking politician, including the Prime Minister, gave the nod to fans booing players for taking a stand against racism. They cannot turn around and act surprised by what's been unleashed now. They facilitated it. All right, let's see. 2 minutes here.
For our population, you know, 2-3 weeks ago, we had a manager I think everybody in this country trusts, a leader who everybody in this country trusts. We had players line up for 5 days on the bounce, telling us that they were taking the knee for against racism and to promote equality. And we had high-ranking ministers, including the Prime Minister in this country, say that it's okay for our population to boo them for taking the knee against racism and promoting equality. So when it starts at the top, what do you think is going to happen underneath in life? You know, if your parents do something, the children follow. So why are we surprised by this anymore? You know, seriously, we've got to look at the roots of this. There's been so much division in this country over the last 2 or 3 years through the way in which Brexit was debated, not Brexit itself, you know, remain or leave.
Okay, he put something I point out in some videos. All right, I think it was around here in terms of the Brexit. Okay, the way Brexit was debated, and is to create that division. Okay, that's the dog bone. You throw the racism in it, and then you get everybody all blind. Okay, focusing on the dog bone, the racism, and then they're doing their damage. Yeah, he bring that up here.
Not Brexit itself, you know, remain or leave. The actual way in which it was debated, it promotes division. The taking of the knee over last month when the players tried to explain it to promote equality and be against racism was ridiculed by our top-ranking government officials. So when we get racist abuse after a football match at the end of a tournament, I expect it, unfortunately.
This is the thing. When you see the thing is happening, you already know the domino effects of things. Because the thing started right from the top. Okay? You have the government who's encouraging this stuff. And then what happened at the bottom? Okay, those hooligans is going to act it out. So this is exactly what he's saying. When people are saying this stuff, okay, preventing, the expert are saying, you know, don't say certain things because this might happen, because there's example prior to that. It's not like we are freaking science, rocket scientists. All right, so even him is pointing these things out.
Because it exists, and it's actually promoted by the Prime Minister, who called Muslim women letterboxes, said they look like letterboxes. So, honestly, we've got to do something about this. I keep saying it on television. I keep getting accused of having a go at the Conservative Party. Something to do with Conservative or Labour or Liberal Democrat. It's to do with integrity. It's to do with doing the right thing. So, you know, it gets me wound up that we're surprised and we're talking about. Of course, I knew the minute that Bukayo Saka, Rashford and Sancho missed last night, I knew we would be waking up this morning to headlines of racist abuse. I knew that. And the people involved have to take accountability. The social media companies have to start doing something.
There's the other thing again. Companies have to be involved in this stuff. When you see people doing those hate things, all right, companies have to be involved in this, because if their money, you know, is going to these people who's promoting the hate, okay, that's the thing here. That's why I was saying about the other those negative Meghan channels who's promoting, Meghan's hate kind of narrative, and then you have companies who's giving Google a whitelist and said, this is where I want my stuff to be played in.
Advertisers will literally choose, like they'll have a whitelist and they'll have people in their department and they will say, these are the videos we want to run on. And they just hand us a whitelist.
If there's a say to them,
it's much more complicated. It's not just me. I'll take ultimately responsibility for everything.
There's a problem here. We have to tackle this, because if they're promoting hate, what do you expect? Okay, this thing is gonna continue. What kind of life or world your kids are gonna live in? He's hitting almost everything that I've been pointing out. Okay, now the term of the whitelist with Google is who can really. My only way of thinking of doing it is, those who could take the negativity, skip to those videos, go see the commercials and see who's playing those commercials, and take notes and let people know. Oh, this, I don't know. We have to do it in a way where we don't even promote those videos, but have a way of saying it where people know this particular company is promoting negative Meghan, negative Meghan channels. Okay, let me continue. So he's hitting a lot of the things that I've said before.
Is have to start doing something. UEFA have to start doing something. But generally, we've got to make sure that we promote inclusion, we promote equality, that we promote togetherness and have compassion, generally, in the way in which we live our lives. And we haven't seen that at times in the last 2 or 3 years. And like I say,
okay, these promoting inclusion and all of that, these are the things the Sussexes are trying to do. He sees that. He sees it. All right, that's a good leader here. Who is he, by the way? Gary Neville, England. Gary Neville. Who is he? Gary Neville. Come on, stop. England, 1995. I guess a former player. Okay. Gary Neville. Okay, there he is. Who is he? Oh, that's him. Okay, Alexander Neville is an English football pundit, coach, okay, and former player, that I felt like it was, who is a co-owner of Salford City. After retiring from football in 2011, Neville went into punditry and was a commentator for Sky Sport until he took over the head coach of position at Valencia in 2015. Okay, so he's 46. Well, he was born in January 75, United Kingdom. Okay, so he got his head and his shoulder. He see exactly what needs to be done. Okay, there's some stuff about him here. 3 days ago, here are my top 5 takeaway from Euro and my last reach for season of YouTube channel. Okay, all right, so let's go back. So he got it right. All right, for years I thought footballers should stick to football, but no, I'm thinking, if only we had more footballers like Gary, Gareth, Marcus, and all of the other, we won't be in this awful mess. Yet sometimes you have to take that uncomfortable stance. Just because everybody's doing it. Like a while back, there's a former footballer. He's old now, but I have a video of him who's talking about when he was a player, that everybody do it. It was just boys will be boys, joking around and kind of stuff. So if it was at his time, I don't remember the name of that person, at his time till now, okay, we will have a different narrative going on. Then football will be football players will be focused on football. All right, but now, because we're letting things brush off, nobody ever took a stance and said, no, stop, that's not nice, that's not good, it affects the mentality of the players on the field and all of that. Maybe it would have been stopped. But everybody carry along because everybody's doing it. No one was strong enough to stand above and say, oh, I think it's raining, who stand above and said, nah, this is wrong, let's not continue this negativity. Okay, could the team not do something less divisive, more inclusive? Okay, agree with all he said, apart from the letterbox jokes, which I felt were funny entirely within satirical norm. Example, Catholic priests have been compared to pints of Guinness. That Ladderback's jab was racist, and anyone that cannot see that has a problem. Okay. No, they did not. Okay, let's see. There's 3 comments on this. All jokes about religion cause offense. Remember, Charlie Hebdo and the great comic Rowan Atkinson agree. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, because Rowan Atkinson, a white man, is the decider of racism. Okay, well, Islam is not a race, so you say to specify what exactly is offensive about the joke about religion. Okay, this turned completely 360 here about religion. I'm gonna move on. Okay, if you could freeze your screen, whatever you see here, that's it. I'm moving on. Okay, it's one thing I really don't want to tackle. I do prayers, but I don't want to get into religion. Believe me, it could go in many directions. Alright, so there was a statement that was put by FA, the Football Association. Alright, let's see this one. Alright, there's it. Football Association spokesperson. Okay, Football Association statement on discriminatory abuse. The FA strongly condemns all forms of discrimination and is appalled by the online racism that has been aimed at some of our England players on social media. We could not be clearer that anyone behind such disgusting behavior is not welcome and following the team. We will do all we can to support the players affected while urging the toughest punishment possible for anyone responsible. Alright, let's see here. Is that the same one? Okay. We will continue to do everything we can to stem discrimination out of the game, but we'll implore government to act quickly. But when the government is part of the problem, how is government gonna help? They were part of it, like this guy was saying. Okay, when it's at the top, how are you gonna solve this and bring an appropriate legislation to this abuse has real life consequences? Social media companies need to step up. There it is. There's the thing here. Companies need to step up and take accountability and action to ban abusers from their platforms, gather evidence that can lead to prosecution, and to support making their platform free from this type of abhorrent abuse. My goodness. But yeah, they put this is the thing that I saw. I was talking about when there's a football match going on. This is the thing here. Okay, instances of domestic abuse increased 26% when England plays and 38% if they lose. Wow, if they lose, it increased by 38. So during that, when they're playing, so women are being abused over there. Oh my goodness. But I'm just reading what's there. Okay, CDA is the legislation which protect women and girls. Will the FA support us to bring about the legislation? I say for 2 reasons. One is the thing that I see the government is scratching off. That's already in the book. And the other thing is, okay, will they help the women, whose partners are into football and do those crazy stuff? There's 4 comments under this. Oh, I don't see that. Please take a look at CDA action. The judge report from the tribunal is eagerly awaited. Please support women bills of rights. Okay, 38%. There are many brutally injured women today. Please check on any relatives you might suspect is a victim of a bully and report to police if you can get an answer. Okay, if England gets bitten, so will she. That when I was seeing this, I was like, wow, that was very powerful. If England gets bitten, so will she. Domestic violence increases 26% when they play, 38% when they lose. My goodness, this is very telling. This is very telling for sure. My goodness. Wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, let me get out of this one. It seems like I've been focused on too much of the football thing. Alright, so let me get, that was a thread. Alright, so I want to get up there. Okay, racist British politician and the race, that's Page Master, by the way, who tweeted that. Okay, racist British politician and the racist royal family condemn racism, where the royal worry about how dark the baby skin might be. Then the politician talk trash about kneeling. England is a joke, English friends especially. They both are fighting each other here. Alright, two clowns. That's what I think she meant by this. Okay, I call it no tweet until KP. PR has had their morning tea and scone and its wick sauce. Alright, so this is a squatty. After a good night rest, his PR, this is her putting her revelation, what might happen. After a good night rest, his PR might put out a statement condemning the racism that aimed to not offend the racist. Alright, so that was July 11th. So I guess they did put, William did put a statement. Yeah. Alright, so she retweeted her own tweet. Alright, let me see here. Remember those poor employers. Okay, that's US politics. Okay, phew, chill, they can't catch a break. Okay, Jamaica plan to ask Britain to condemn compensation for the Atlantic slave trade and the former British colony, a senior government official said. Alright, so there's a law that they just dismantle here that to prevent all of this. Alright, yes, and I'm trying not to get into the Commonwealth because I don't want to get into Haiti's politics and stuff. Alright, last time I did, I had to go back and re-edit it. Okay, those who launch cultural wars often do not realize they can be lost. I thought that was very powerful here. Okay, England squad versus cabinet ministry, not at all a good look for the government. You don't get to stoke the fire at the beginning of the tournament by labeling our anti-racism message of gesture politics and then pretend to be distinguish them when the very thing you campaign against happen. Alright, so that's the thing here. Okay, a shifting power in this country. This could be a significant social and cultural movement, especially as the tide of revulsion about last night racism gathered force. And they know how to, disperse it. They just gonna avoid it. Okay, it isn't about you. Okay, it isn't as you don't question them equitably. I have no problem with sportmen and women entering political debate, but they want to be heard on question, and you pander to this. No, Priti Patel can't win this argument, even though, in my view and many others, she's spot on. Okay, I don't know what she said. I'm trying to move away from the football. Alright, let's see here. Okay, Marcus Rashford. Okay, after this, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Okay, Marcus Rashford have put out a statement. Alright, this is when, I guess, after he did the, wow, everybody was watching. But I guess when either he was ready to do the free kick. Alright, let's see here. So before I read Marcus Rashford's statement, one of the things I want to point out is the connection that Marcus has with his fan. He put out his statement out without having a journalist. So he just needs his platform. Look, I'm seeing it on Twitter, so I'm able to see it. So I just want to bring that connection here between Naomi Osaka's situation with this, what I'm seeing right now. It crossed my mind, so I just want to share it with you. That's all. Now let me read the Marcus statement. This is Marcus Rashford, who put his statement after the football match. Okay, I don't even know where to start, and I don't even know how to put into word how am I feeling at this exact time. I've had a difficult season. I think that's been clear for everyone to see, and I probably went into that final with a lack of confidence. I've always backed myself for a penalty, but something didn't feel quite right. During the long run up, I was saving myself a bit of time, and fortunately the result was not what I wanted. I felt as though I had let my teammate down. I felt as if I let everyone down. A penalty was all I've been asked to contribute for the team. I can score penalties in my sleep, so why not that one? Alright, it's been playing in my head over and over since I struck the ball, and there's probably not a word to quite describe how it felt. Finally, 55 years, one penalty history. All I can say is sorry. I wish it had have gone differently. Whilst I continue to say sorry, I want to shout out to my teammate. This summer has been one of the best camps I've experienced, and you all play a role in that. A brotherhood has been built that is unbreakable. Your success is my success, your failure or mine. I've gone into a sport where I expect to read things written about myself, whether it be the color of my skin, where I grew up, or most recently how I decided to spend my time off the pitch. That's some of the things that I share with you. Okay, I can take a critic of my performance all day long. My penalty was not good enough. It should have gone in, but I will never apologize for who I am and where I came from. I felt no prouder moment than wearing those 3 lions on my chest and seeing my family cheer me on in a crowd of tens of thousands. I dreamt of days like this. The messages I received today have been positively overwhelming, and seeing the responding in Wimbledon had me on the verge of tears. The communities that always wrap their arms around me continue to hold me up. I'm Marcus Rashford, 23 years old, black man from Whittington and Wythenshawe, South Manchester. If I have nothing else, I have that. For all that kind message, thank you. I'll be back stronger. We'll be back stronger. Okay, that was his statement. I'm gonna read some of this because this could go on. Okay, there's people who wrote stuff here. Okay, dear Marcus, I hope you won't be sad for the long, because you are a good person. You are a good person. Last year you inspired me to help people less fortunate. Then last night you inspired me again to always be loved. I guess I am proud of you. You will always be a hero. From Dayton, age 9. Wow. From a 9-year-old. This is the thing here. When you have kids like this doing these kind of things, you know, it's people, it's adults who have gone through those things who will put the negative in those youngsters' mind. All right, let me read this one if I could read it. Okay, hello, I'm Algie. Okay, that could be wrong. I'm 11 years old, from Wales, but still like England. I just wanted to write this letter to say how proud we all are of you and the rest of the squad. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading kind of weird. Coming second may not seem great, but may not seem great. It amazing you and your teammates should be proud of you. Okay, I can't read this. Okay, I can't read the rest. In over 55 years, you may not have one, but looks all the other. Okay, too hard for me to read those handwriting. All right, let's see here. These are kids who's writing him. Okay, I'm writing you today because whenever you miss a shot, it might be embarrassing, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You see, these are kids. It's not the end of the world. Just keep on thinking happy thoughts. You may be feeling let down, but please don't be. Okay, you are amazing, and don't let a penalty make you upset. You are truly a kind, amazing hero. You should be proud you made it to the final. See, kids have better common sense than adults. You see the tweets that I read before? Kids have better understanding than adults. They're putting this N person is dragging, this, all of this. This is kids. Kids who's writing this. My goodness, they have better common sense than adults. It's not the end of the world. She's right. She is right. Or he, or this person, whoever wrote this. My goodness. Okay, take pride in knowing that your struggle will play the biggest role in your life. That's a mural of him. My goodness. He did good. He did good. I mean, nobody wants to be second, but in a game at that high level, It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, overwhelmed, thankful, lost for words. All right, these are people who's supporting him. Okay, Rashford, thank you for lifting the nation spirit and for being a hero to all children. You see, this is where he needed it. I'm starting to tear off because when those adults were taking food under them, he was the one to say, I'll use my platform. I share these things with you. Now I'm tearing off because the kids came back to support him when he needed it, when adults were trashing him. Adults were trashing him. And these are the kids he was helping when adults were taking food over, the school lunch and all of that. You guys probably know better than I do in the UK. Look at this. The kids came to his rescue to lift up his spirit. My goodness. This is a return for his investment. Look at this. Wow. Hero inspired, love, not hate. Okay, who proud. Okay, I can read the rest. Wow, Rashford, you are my hero. My goodness. This is very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. I'm glad he's sharing this. I'm very glad he's sharing this. Look at this. Okay? And then you have on social media those adults. Look at this. Wow. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Wow. Wow. Not all heroes wear capes, some wears football boots. We love you, Rashford. Unbelievable. These are the things you want to see when you are alive, not when you're dead. And I'm glad he got to see it. I'm really tearing up. Wow. Thank you for all your our dinner. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Reggie 6. Unbelievable. Kids have better sense than adults. And I'm glad that I showed you the beginning, the negativity you were seeing they were posting on social media about him. Okay, no one blame you for anything, mate. A few attention-seeking trolls who wish their lives were 110th the significance of yours want the world to pay attention to them. Treat them with the contempt they merit and give them the airtime they deserve, none whatever. Wow, 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 wow. And this is another example of showing like how the negativity tends to take overshadow of what's really going on. There's little change, we don't see these. If he didn't share it, you think I will see that? Okay, since I started following him and I'm seeing other side of things, I will not know about this. Alright, these are the people who's supporting him, backing him. Alright. Okay, social media goes off on Prince William highly questionable support of black soccer players after Meghan Markle's mistreatment. Alright, so he put a statement out about it went from one ear to the next because nobody took him seriously. Alright, before Meghan and Cambridge's gaffe, of which there were many, were openly reported by Rhoda, it seems like the contract that was signed between Bill and the press still stands, but you have to wonder for how long. Alright, let's see this. Okay, in the past 2 months, they have further alienated Scotland and Australia, both Commonwealth countries, publicly displaying unspokesmanlike behavior at 2 major events. Failed to tamp down on rumors and marital discord. Okay, the Met were forced to issue a statement on why Kate was at the protest unmasked. Kate left isolation early to attend a sporting event after missing a celebration for the NHS. Bill got caught playing in Scottish politics, then shoved reporters off his lawn. On the royal front, they have not had a successful tour since 2014. I wasn't following them, but really, since then, there's no coming back. It's just downward. Okay, and much, if not all, of the success was due to toddler George being present. Oh, I forgot. Bill joked about COVID in Ireland while on the engagement. That happened too. I remember that. As long as Harry and Meghan are the money makers, not much will change. Plus, they are all the establishment has left. Okay, a whole mess. Good question. There's only some much you can leak about two people that live in another country. Don't talk to Bill or anyone else in the royal family except maybe the Queen. I don't know. The royal would have to sell the news somehow. Okay, good read. Okay, I'm not even sure where was it my incandescent start and the Duke of Cambridge end, because for reason unknown to anyone with. Okay, brilliant read. So let's move to the next one. Okay, pretty soon they'll realize the Sussexes are unperturbed and people no longer reading their trash. They will switch back. All right, let's see here. All right, so that's that. What else? All right, so let's do a prayer. When I come back, I wanna. All right, let's see. All this shit about England remind me of Meghan Markle. After that match, England have painted a picture that I didn't know exists. Racism. Alright, there's to comment on this. Okay, I can see it. Okay, good morning. Arise and shine with no vibe from the Far East. Okay. So why did I bookmark this? Alright, let's see here. Italy won the penalties and said that for treating Meghan Markle like shit right in front of Prince William and Kim Aniston's face. Phew, scene. There's the squad. They're just bringing their own spin into the thing. Beautiful black woman with blue checks coming out to support Meghan Markle all over Twitter right now. You love to see it. Alright, let's say all this shit about England remind. Okay, I just read that. Let me go into this. Alright, sipping tea. That's great. The question is, where have those people all this time? Let's see here. Oh well, this my thought too. Better late than never. But with they've been the past 5 years. But the thing is that, remember, I was even in there at that time. Sometimes it takes time for people to see things that I see that is so silly and funny. It may not be silly and funny to you, but as people see more things is happening. Okay, it might strike somebody differently and open their eyes and say, oh, so this is what Meghan was talking about. Oh, this is what Harry was talking about. This is the racism that they've been talking about. So it takes people time before they could see it. So, you know, like this person said, it's better late than never. Okay, they should have been an information, could have followed Beyonce lead, but it's whatever. Better late than never, I guess. Okay, so heartwarming. Okay, why can't people leave these kids alone? Meghan and Harry rock. Alright, so a little at a time people are seeing it. That's the way I see it. Okay, Italy won, penalty Kate, and said that's for treating Meghan. Let's go into that. 49 comment. Meghan is indeed one of us. Recognize 100. Prayers for Ido because Will's gonna attack the first Italian he see. But Prince William against literally any Italian ever, and Italian wins. Okay, it is true the royals left before the celebration of the winner. That's what I was getting. I don't know if was he supposed to be the one to hand in the trophy. Yep, shows just how tacky and classless they really are. Jerks. Okay, I love it. That's the thing. Meghan is one of us. I really hope this is true. Clapping and laughing. Okay, he will be banned pizza and pasta off his menu and KP. The squad goes a different angle with all those clearly with those nonsense. Alright, it's that video with that happening, clearly a joke. I love Hakuna for his single act of clever. After this, okay, I know I saw a group of friends that held up a flag that said Meghan is one of us. Kudos to Italy. They didn't say that. LOL. Alright, let's get out of this. Let me do a prayer. Alright, prayer. For what can we pray for? We did protection, prayer for strength. Okay, let's do prayer for strength, because the momentum that Harry and Meghan is going through, because right now, remember, I'm not sharing it now because I'm trying to catch up with you what's been saying on Twitter, but because now Meghan, Netflix have announced that Meghan is producing a series on Netflix, The Pearl, a children thing, about the 12-year-old and stuff like that. All right. So a prayer for strength. So we need Harry and Meghan's strength to continue to the successful direction that they're going. And for all the squaddies, I'm telling you, a lot of squaddies are going through a lot. You know, they don't share everything, but a little peek here and there, you could see there's problems. You know, we need strength. And the main thing with the strength is to keep yourself level. If you don't keep yourself level, everything crumbles. Okay? Make sure you keep your mind, your body, your spirit up. Because once this is gone, you're leaving it for somebody else to do at their own time. But you need to be strengthened up to be able to do as you please, when you want, and how you want it. And that's the squad right here. And for Meghan, the Sussexes as well. All right, they want to be able to control their own destiny, and that's for us as well. All right, so I'm gonna read this prayer, and then I'm gonna go to a image. Okay, touch me, O Lord, and fill me with your light and your hope. Amen. Dear God, please give me strength when I am weak, love when I feel forsaken, courage when I am afraid, wisdom when I feel foolish, comfort when I am alone, hope when I feel rejected, and peace when I am in turmoil. Amen. All right, we all need that. All right, whether or not you believe in God, it's not about that. All right, always throw something out in the universe, a positive word. All right, so to keep your strength up, because you don't want to rely on others. Okay, your health and all of that. All right, which one my eyes goes into? This one. All right, let's see here. God, you are my help and comfort. You shelter and surround me, and love so tender that I may know you're present with me now and always. Amen. All right, I could do another one, but I think that's good enough. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to support my channel, I have a PayPal link in the description. This is the only place you could support me. YouTube is not supporting me due to my harmful content. I'm sorry, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so that's it. If you want to support me, otherwise just enjoy the video. That's all. Put some positive word out there. All right, thanks for watching.